Hey there, welcome to day 223 of our Let's Grow annual challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. This month we're focusing on confidence growth, and we're doing a run through the soaP framework. soaP stands for story, options, action, and today's step 4 of the process is progress. How do we know we're making progress toward filling the gap between where we are and where we want to be? Well, we ask ourselves some questions, we make some steps, we find some way to measure what we're doing so we can actually physically see that we're making progress. Some areas and aspects of our life are easier to measure than others. I think financial, physical are super easy to measure, right? There's so many different ways we can measure and tally and pay attention to key performance indicators that let us know we're moving in the right direction. Things like confidence and emotional and mental things I think are a little bit more difficult to measure because they're more subjective. And guess what? The only person whose opinion and belief matters is yours. It doesn't matter what other people think. Although one of the ways we can find out if we're making progress or not is to get feedback from other people. Now, I think feedback's awesome. I love feedback, but you need to always take it with a grain of salt. Consider the source, consider their motivation, consider their intent. Is their intent in giving you feedback to really, really help you? Or is it to knock you down a notch or to not support you? Because we've all gotten feedback from the wrong people and we've all gotten feedback from the right people. And the right people's feedback is designed to help us to move forward and grow. So I'm looking at the wrong things today. Obviously, it's morning. Sometimes I'm discombobulated in the morning. Although I am a morning person, I shouldn't be discombobulated. So today we're going to look at and we're going to ask ourselves, are we making progress? Now I'm going to share Donald. We've been going through Donald's example of becoming a better presenter, a better public speaker in Guide to the Let's Grow Annual Challenge private Facebook group page. You're welcome to join that. All you have to do is answer the security questions to get in the group. Why? Because we don't want spam. We don't want a bunch of people. We want to be able to share openly in that group. And if we let a bunch of people in that are spamming and not behaving in good ways, that doesn't make the group a positive community or place. And that's the exact opposite of what I ever want in my groups. So Donald, what did he do? I'm going to share some of the things he did in case you are busy this weekend and don't want to read it. I will need a magnifying glass to do that, of course. I do not have one. I don't think I can see out of this one, but we'll give it a go. All right, what's Donald going to do? Seek feedback, implement the feedback, leverage technology, recordings, and reviewing his presentations. He's going to practice. He's going to practice in front of the mirror because that is the best place to practice being a good public speaker. Why? Because you got to look yourself in the eye, and you, again, are your harshest critic and judge, usually, at least usually, unless, you've got identity and ego issues going on, which, what? Some people do. We're going to use speech analyzers to analyze and look for filler words like things like that, as well as pace and tone. How quickly is he pacing and speaking? What is his tone when he's presenting different ideas and different key points? Regular reflection and practice. He's going to have a journal that he documents in his journey of becoming a better public speaker and presenter and the impact that it has on his. He's going to join Toastmasters or some other like organization where he can actually go practice in a supportive, lower stress environment. It's still high stress to go speak at Toastmasters. It's high stress to speak in front of any group, but it's a group of accepting peers who are there to encourage you and help you to improve. He's also going to do visualizations and affirmations to work on his mindset and his self-belief and self-improvement. He's going to track engagement and metrics, other metrics of measuring if people seem to be liking what he's saying or encouraging him, or people don't always have to like what we say, but if they're reacting and responding and engaging, that's important. I guarantee people don't like what I say all the time. And I don't like what people say to me all the time either, but there's always a kernel of truth in things. It might be a truth about them, but it might also be a truth about us that we can learn from. And he's going to use benchmarking against industry standards and best practices to find out, how's he doing in his industry? How's he doing in his career? So our action item today is to pick at least one way that you're going to measure progress. If you're going from point A to point B, current story to desired story, how are you going to know that you're actually going in the right direction? There's a lot of things we do and we test and we try, and then we find out they are absolutely positively not for us. They don't work for us at all. They work for millions of other people, but they don't work for us. There are a lot of strategies and a lot of things and a lot of technologies and tools and things that work wonderfully for other people, but I get them, I try them, I test them, I tweak to try to figure out how to make it work. But there's something that just feels off, or I'm going to use the technical term icky to me. And if it doesn't feel right to me, then it isn't right for me. Every tool isn't for everybody. Journaling isn't for everybody. Hypnosis, meditation, affirmations, they're not for everybody. We have to pick and choose to put in our toolbox the tools, the things, the strategies, techniques, the apps, the spreadsheets, the worksheets, the checklists, the checklists, and things that work for us. Because our life is about creating and setting things up in our favor so that things do work for us. That's why I love the soaP framework. It has helped me personally and thousands of other people so much to overcome setbacks and challenges. Just sometimes all we need is to look at it from a different angle, and we automatically open up and see the solutions. So any questions? What do you do today? You ask. If you're having a hard time figuring out, how am I going to measure if I'm making improvement? How do I know? How am I going to know if I'm more confident in this area? Please ask in the comments below, ask on this video. If you happen to be seeing it and watching it live, you can ask. There's a Q&A section. Direct message me under the video, whatever works. Don't struggle, ask for help. All right. Or ask for somebody else's opinion and advice. Sometimes all I can give you is my opinion. All right. Have a great day. And I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow for another topic in the confidence growth area for this month. Have an amazing day.